My friends, she's back.
Riley comes in. Angel City on the run.
Corner kick presented by Shenanisode. Shifty work into the box. And across, it's in! Oh, it's Lahoo! It's a dream return!
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City preview pod. I'm your host, Angel Morales, with my co-host, tech support extraordinaire, dad of the year, sets up backyard screenings of films for his family, Mario Salazar.
The backyard screenings have been like, I've wanted a projector in our house for so long, yet every apartment we've been in isn't just set up right for a projector, and then our house isn't set up right for a projector. I have our TV on one of those big extendable arms to pull the TV like 3 feet from the wall so I can rotate it and so that we can comfortably watch it. Like, it's because it's in a weird corner of the room.
Right.
But we've been doing little movie nights every now and then. And the only downside to the little projector that I have is that it takes a lot of wires, a lot of stuff to set it up. It takes 20 minutes on its own just to connect everything and get it going.
When you've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, time is of the essence.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely setting that up while Mama is like taking care of the attention span over there. But I have been looking into getting something a little bit more simple to set up, which means more movie nights.
Yay! That's exciting. Backyard movie nights are in my future as well, and I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're doing a little special catch-up episode because a lot of stuff has happened. We just had our Shenanisode. This is like Shenanisode 2.0 and also Olympic knockouts.
Quarterfinals, yeah. I think I posted up the definition of Shenanisodes, and I posted up a little poll, and basically both answers on the poll are like, yes, we like it. Because we like Shenanisodes so much that it's going to be a thing, and I think we're just gonna call any kind of impromptu loopy ones Shenanisodes. Yeah. We've said if someone can count how many times we said Shenanisodes so far, get a gold star.
Put that on the next version, the 2.0 version of the bingo card.
Yeah.
Me crying in Shenanisodes.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right. Big news.
The world of soccer is changing and it's starting to right itself. The earth is healing. We're getting some good stuff.
Let it be known that we are recording this episode on Wednesday, which normally our recording schedule is we record Monday, release Wednesday. We are recording this on Wednesday because of the Olympics. Yet, we all just got the news that everybody's been waiting for. Angela, I will give you the honors.
Thank you. My friends, she's back. For the first time in over 700 days, the Christen Press is off the SCI list. I'm not going to say she's playing Thursday. I'm not going to say any of that because I don't know. But she is available.
She will be available. That's huge on its own.
Yeah, like that is so much. That means she's like ready and willing to take contact. She feels good because yes, she was cleared medically, but mentally, that is a big freaking deal. More than I can verbally explain.
And just to temper anything that we here at Casual FC would like to temper everybody's expectations on CP coming back.
Yes.
It's amazing that she's back. Will she be doing any type of significant minutes? Most likely not. 90%
no. It'll be a build-up.
It'll be a build-up. It'll be like if she does see the pitch tomorrow, which she is available, according to what Angel City released. And by tomorrow, Okay, so when this episode releases yesterday, if she was available yesterday, really, I think it'll be like an 85th minute sub.
Yeah.
Like
It'll just be the last few minutes. Get her some live contact, some real
a
get the jitters
90th minute
out.
sub when there's like some stoppage time left.
Mhm.
That's what it would be.
There's
There's no.
stoppage,
Actually, no.
but no
Then
extras. She'd probably be like 80,
No,
75th, 80th minute.
yeah, there will be stoppage, but
Yeah.
then if she comes in, she is eligible for penalty kicks if it goes to a tie.
I trust it. I trust that shit.
Hmm.
Okay, you're just newer to the vibes. That's all. Christen Press is an assassin. There is a clip that we'll have to find and repost of, I believe it's Sebi Salazar saying, "Christen Press, what have you done?" And it is one of the best calls of a goal. It's the best calls of a soccer game. Like, she's so graceful on the pitch. She's so tactical. She's so precise. She's nasty. And she's, I do yoga and I meditate. Like, it's the perfect dichotomy of an athlete. So graceful, so pristine, so zen, so chill. Good luck. Good effing luck. Like, the way she talks about Tobin, there's been a lot in the Christen Press news feed lately. Her and Tobin have actually said they've confirmed when they started dating is when everybody thought they started dating because they're all googly-eyed over each other, which is really cute. The Preeth fans are going bonkers. The internet is ablaze. It is a time. What a time to be alive, my friends. I'm not on the, oh my God, I've never seen anything better in my life train of Christen Press because I believe it. Like, it's not one of those, oh my God, like, women's soccer is so great. Like, yeah, I know. But I'm not a stan. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. She's fantastic. She's a great leader. She's just, I'm so excited that she's healthy enough to play, just in general, because I don't know how much longer, we never know how much longer a player has, and it's so freaking wonderful to have her get the joy of the game back, get her health back, get her knees health back, get the ability to compete back. It is, what's the word I'm looking for? Devastating to have the conversation with yourself of, do I walk away from my sport right now? Sometimes it happens when you're young. Sometimes it happens in college, high school, everywhere in between, sometimes as a pro. And it's devastating. It's a horrible conversation you have to have with yourself every once in a while. And I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10, no stars. She's had to do this multiple times through this recovery and to get it back. This is the dream. This is what everybody was hoping for Sam Mewis as well. But this is also Sammy's injury, CP's injury, because it was a buildup of multiple things. This is reminiscent of a previous chapter of the NWSL and team treatment and player treatment and all the things. And I got a lot to say about that, but I'm really freaking excited that she's physically capable of playing again. And for those who don't really know her before Angel City, I'm so excited for you to watch this, like, amazing player who's never, at least on the national team level, was never really utilized the way you think she would be utilized. A lot of times she was a super sub. She was a game changer coming in the second half or playing the first half, coming out at halftime. She was always like interchangeable, but I don't think she was actually utilized to the capacity she should have been. So get ready for tactical genius, scary super scorer, Christen Press. Maybe we get some goals. I could talk about this for a while.
I'm interested to see what's going to happen, how quickly she gets into the system. Like, I know she's been training with the system basically, but it's also been Let's Get Weird season, and this might be part of Let's Get Weird. Like,
it absolutely is. Absolutely.
Just remember that this is technically her last year of her contract. At the end of the season, at the end of her season, she's out of contract. I'm just stating the facts. I
know. I don't think she's walking away from the game after this recovery. This is one of those, I'll finish out the season. We'll figure out what's going on. But I think she signs like a 1-year extension, at least.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this. We had this with our recent conversations offline about salary caps and about space on the team, and the fact that she is now officially off the SEI means her full salary
Right.
hits the team salary cap, which could affect the potential of those 2 player spots that we had moving forward after Paige and after Mandy. But would you pay her the same or
Yeah.
maybe more for a 1-year extension?
Yeah.
At the detriment of possibly not getting...
Yes, because I think it's already factored in. Because we gave up Paige, Mandy, and Clarice. So I think it's already mathematically figured out.
Okay.
I've thought about it.
I know that when it comes to player renewals and salaries and things like that, being on the MLS side of things, there's always the conversation of like, when you have a DP, a designated player, which is player that you can pay above the salary cap,
There's like a fine or whatever.
No, there's no fine. It's there's a minimum and a maximum of like salary that a player can. Anything above that max has to be paid down by the team, right?
Gotcha.
But so you can max out your salary cap and have the money go above that, but you have to pay down their salary basically to get them to the max amount.
Oh, interesting.
It's a weird, funny monopoly money thing, but and you're only allowed 3 players to do that with, the DPs on the MLS side. But then a lot of times those DPs are the big names that people are bringing in. It's the Carlos Vela, it's the Messi, it's Zlatan.
They're making the exemption because they know regardless they're going to have to pay out of their behind.
Exactly. But then whenever those contracts are done, the question always comes back, are they worth that DP money? You know? Are they yes,
honestly,
they're still amazing
Christen
players, but I am one of those that you just called out at the beginning
exactly.
who have not enjoyed and lived with
video of
CP.
this of me looking at Mario. Stop it. Like,
stop asking your question. Your question is not valid.
Your question is wrong. No, and I think it's one of those things where we're closer to the twilight of her career. She's won everything possible kind of thing, and not quite, but she's a Olympic medalist, a 2-time World Cup champion. What else you want? NWSL, whatever. But at the same time, I would also want to come back and win everything. And the thing I think too with salary cap, for someone like her, she has endorsements, she has national team money, she has national team equality money. She's coming from a different place than a lot of the stalwarts of the NWSL. Like, they're getting checks from the federation to, like, still for the payment, the equal pay stuff and all of that kind of thing. So that's another conversation for a different episode. Never mind, I'm not going to say that because we don't have enough information to talk about it. But I feel like there's going to be other settlements that come out soon that end up getting certain players more money and lawsuits and things like that. Take that as you will.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
I do want to state that I'm excited that
as you
CP
should be.
is back. I know I play devil's advocate here of asking, and I think a lot of it is really just I want to know more, and
right. It's curiosity. It's not, do you really think that?
Yeah, curiosity. It's not me being like, is she going to live up to the hype? She's overhyped. But no, I understand that she is who she is for a reason. I just haven't lived through that amazingness or through the highlights, right? I haven't lived through what's the word you always use when we're talking about the lore? I haven't lived through the lore of CP. So I'm excited to see her back. And
I'll give you something to look for in her style of play that like is something Eva and I are trying to translate into drumming, because it's like such a cool technical thing that she does, is that when she's looking to score and she's navigating towards the goal, most players, you see the buildup, you see the change in their body, their stature changes. When they go to plant to kick the ball, like, you know it's coming. She does it in stride. So you don't see like the backswing of her leg. You don't see the transition there. It's just like silent assassin of just like juggles, and then she's just shooting the ball at you. And it's what the hell just happened. It's a really cool, graceful thing. I've watched one of the goals she scored for Angel City. I think I've watched it probably 50 times trying to figure out how to make this translate into other body parts, because it's so fluid. And it's something that she practiced so that you have such strength coming from no backswing, no momentum. And that way you can do it in stride. You can do it from a standstill, what have you. Just bam. It's very cool. If I can find any clips, if and when she starts scoring again, we'll make sure to talk about it again. But
okay,
that's a wrap on the CP stuff, because that's all the info we have right now.
Yeah. We're basically going off with she's back. This
and vibes.
This whole like 15-minute thing has been about she's back. That's all we have, and that we're going off of that. All right. Back to what this episode actually is about. Is
Mama said knock you out.
It is. We're tired. We had a really early morning, both of us, and now we're recording really late at night. Yeah.
Help.
Group stages are officially over. There was a wild ending today. Just today, the matches were like, there was some wild results, lots of movement up and down, but we have our final lineup. The qualifying teams that have made out of the groups. We had Colombia, France, Spain, USA, Germany, Japan, Brazil, and Canada. And Brazil and Canada were the ones that were just like, everybody was, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But those are the qualifying teams. Like everything else that's been going on, check out the NBC Olympic website for any of the TV broadcast schedules. And matches are going to be on Telemundo and Universo in Spanish. Maybe. I think there was like a drop off in broadcasting at that after the group stages. But go to the website. I think
it's cut back a little bit.
Yeah, and then the USA Network will be carrying the English matches. All matches are still going to be available live on the Peacock app. So really, honestly, just watch it there. The quarterfinal match
and replay.
Yep, the quarterfinal matches are going to be Saturday, August 3rd. Starting at 6 a.m. local time. So 6 a.m. will be the USA versus Japan match. So everybody, rise and shine. We've got that going on. And actually, I just posted up that the Watch Me Sports Bar will be opening up early. They're going to be opening up early for this. So if you're in the Long Beach area, go to one of our new favorite official watch party bars.
We could say it's the Casual FC, like the official Casual FC bar,
hangout spot,
even though
bar.
It's far away from both of us. Like for me, it's Watch Me and 33 Taps, because 33 Taps is doing a great job with women's sports. But yeah, Watch Me all the way.
And I'm sure Angel City probably do something at 33 Taps. They did for this last match, but for today. But yes, 6 a.m. USA versus Japan, 8 a.m. Spain versus Colombia, 10 a.m.
That's gonna be bonkers.
10 a.m. Canada versus Germany. And the 12 noon game will be France and Brazil. Brazil barely made it in. Unfortunately, the Matildas are out. Yeah. All right, so
Australia's getting rocked this Olympics. They're getting CONCACAF'd in every sport. Rugby, CONCACAF'd. Soccer, CONCACAF'd. Just
okay.
It's so insane.
Real quick, can we talk about? Okay, we're getting into what has happened in the Olympics so far, but I think one of the coolest things that just popped up was Michelle Kang committing $4 million to the U.S. rugby women's team to be like,
so
I want you to win gold.
Them $1 million a year from now until the 2028 Olympics here in LA to help fund coaching, players, training facilities. She's giving them access to her new innovation house, which is like to help innovate the science behind female athletics and like the women's body, and like making sure that they have access to top-notch care, top-notch science. Like, this is bonkers. And the thing is that the woman who worked for the national team, I think her name is Dawn. Shoot, I don't have my phone on me either. So she is a sports scientist, and she focuses specifically on female athletes and women's bodies, and how, like, during your menstrual cycle in different phases, your body is different. So you can't lift heavy, or you're not going to be as fast. You're not going to have as much strength, like all these different things, and really dialing into how hormones impact our production as athletes. So they're going to have access to that. I have a feeling USA Rugby is going to be bleeping great.
I am excited
And I'm
to
so
see
excited.
it. They won the bronze.
Oh,
And
in amazing fashion. Again, Australia, CONCACAF. That game.
that game. And so I'm excited, and the fact that, dude, Michelle Kang is she's freaking, she's just awesome woman, awesome human being.
I said in our Discord, she uses her superpower for good, and her superpower is money.
And
Unlimited funds.
You know what? That's what else are you gonna? Sometimes people are just too rich for their own damn good.
Yeah.
The hell are you gonna do with billions of dollars? What?
Hoard it.
Why?
That's what everybody, all these power. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. I have big
right.
feelings about it.
Okay, so other things that have happened. Of course, we just talked about Spygate with Canada. They did make it out of the groups, even though they were deducted 6 points. They basically would have won their group. They swept the group.
Yeah.
They would have won it no matter what. But because of that
Vanessa
6-point
Gilles said, "Not on my watch."
and
then a whole bunch of cuss words in French.
Doing more for every single other team except for Angel City.
Honest to God.
But they pulled it off. They came behind from that 6-point deficit and won and made it through. Honestly, it was win or go home in this last match. There was no way for them to not advance without a win. Good on them.
I have feelings about it, but can't change it.
Yeah, can't. Yeah. We talked about all the feelings in the last episode. So if you want to go back, listen to Shenanisode. We talk about Spygate a little bit more in depth, but yes, that happened. Also, Japan had an insane win over Brazil, 2-1, dying minutes of the match. Right?
That was in their first game, right?
No, it was the second. Is the second game.
Oh, second game, yeah.
The second game, the one that was on Sunday or Saturday or whatever, the one on the weekend, and then just Barbara Banda scoring goals.
Zambillion. You heard it here, folks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we worked on that one because it was a billion, a zombazillion, a zombiazillion. So zombillion is what we settled on. I think it's the best option.
Yeah. And a potential career ending.
I hate that.
It sounds worse than it is, but a potential career ending red card for Marta. She had a high boot essentially to the head.
It was like a very explicit red card.
It was a dangerous play. It was just a very dangerous play. Lucky that she essentially missed full-on studs to the face for the player. But yeah, she got a straight red. Tears. You can see Marta was just distraught. Was sent off. Brazil is making it towards the next round, but they will be facing the home team France, and Marta will not be playing.
I freaking hope they win.
So if they lose, that's the end of Marta's Olympic run this time, and she's basically said, like, this is the end, right?
This is it. The end of her international career.
But if they move on, then she gets to come back in the semis.
Please upset France. I don't know if it's an upset. Please just win, Brazil. I'm putting this out in the universe because I feel like such important players deserve a proper send-off. Maybe they medal. I don't know. But I feel like Marta deserves to play one more game. I'm just saying. I think most of WOSO internet agrees. If not all. Do we all agree the red card was bad? Yes. Is that how she should go out? Absolutely not. And now
yeah.
the big...
So now we're at the US and there are lots of emotions and we want to be able to give a little bit of space for all of them. The US swept. They won all of their matches, 9 points, not defiantly, definitively won that group.
Mm-hmm.
It is...
Which I think surprised everybody.
Oh, it did surprise it. The thing is that it was the unknown. It was
What's
the
gonna
Emma.
happen?
The Emma era was a complete unknown, right? Like, we knew that she's an amazing manager. We knew that things were shaping up and players were feeling more confident. There was a little bit of hesitation when it came to those friendlies, right? But
Yeah.
there was a lot of positives coming out of those. And then we come here and we sweep. So it was a surprise in the best way. It was definite back the fear of the U.S. women's team.
Mm-hmm.
And it
You're
gives us
intimidating again.
and gives us a little bit more, a better footing in the hope department as we move forward into the knockouts.
Yeah. From a soccer standpoint, like the actual game that's being played, hell yeah. I just want to put out there that out of those 3 games, I watched a total of 20 minutes. 40. I watched a half. Because I realize it's really difficult for me to cheer for this team right now. Really freaking difficult. And it was like explicitly shown to me today just how freaking difficult it is. The women's national soccer team has been known for decades as a team that stands up for a lot of different things. Equality, rights, equal pay, equal access, equal opportunity, inclusion, diversity. You name it. If it means that it's going to better a community in a really good way that's going to help multiple people across all different aspects of life, they've stood on it. They've had to play through a whole bunch of bullshit, a whole bunch of bureaucracy and red tape and garbage and all kinds of stuff. And it's really difficult to look at a team that doesn't stand on business like that. And coming off the heels of the Korbin Albert of it all, which we talked about in the groups episode with Leslie, it pissed me off even more today. I wanted to be so excited for a million reasons. And I was like, I hate this. This sucks. I don't want to cheer for this team. It's not that I don't want us to win. I just don't care. And it's because our coach is saying, oh, don't worry. Just come around. She'll just come around to Korbin. She didn't do anything wrong. It's okay. She made a mistake. It's not a fucking mistake. It's not a difference of opinion, regardless of what players on the team have said in interviews with Vanity Fair. A difference of opinion is I like bananas. I don't like bananas. It's not, I don't think that your entire community should have rights. I don't think your entire community should exist. And as Christen and Tobin said on their podcast, she violated the code of conduct. Why is she there? Why? Like, base level, you violated the team's rules. Why are you there? People have been kicked off the team for less. And I want to be excited for this team. They're so good. And the hard part is that it feels like we traded very much needed diversity because that team was real white for a real long time. And I don't want to discount that change was needed for a variety of reasons. But we traded ethnic diversity for lack of inclusion and the lack of integrity. Sam Mewis brought it up on her show. This was a public thing that happened. It should be addressed publicly as well. Yeah, learn behind the scenes, but show up. Oh, wow. You wore the pride numbers. Congratulations. I don't care. You even said word one and your apology was shit. You are a whole ass adult in the public eye. Expect to get booed. Because no one in this community that you physically did, you made actions. Yes, it was social media, and people are going to be like, it's just social media, it doesn't matter. Bet. Homophobia, transphobia, it kills people. It kills people on the internet. And nah, I will not come around because it immediately impacts my community. And now I'm crying because I'm pissed. But you can't expect a community of fans who have been involved with the team for decades and seen the team stand up for this community, stand up for people, and just tell them to come around. In an era where we are being actively discriminated against. And it's bullshit. Handle it publicly. Make a statement. Literally do anything. I don't even care that she scored a banger of a goal. I don't care. I don't want to see her on the pitch. I guess it's America's team given the fact that half this country wants all of us dead, so whatever. But I'm genuinely so sad that I want nothing to do with this team. And it's really hard to do this podcast and be so excited and so happy when I'm like, somebody beat them. I don't want to have to watch this anymore. And it sucks and I hate it. But it's really difficult being told to extend grace for a difference of opinion when that isn't a difference of opinion.
It's a bullshit way of trying to justify what was said and what was done. It's not a matter, and we've touched on this before, and we'll touch on it again, and unfortunately we'll probably touch on it in the future. But yes, she's young. What were we all doing when we were 20 years old, 19 years old? Yes, it's social media. Yes, but those are all bullshit
You're an adult.
things. Yeah. You look, people make mistakes. Okay? We're all
Yep.
human. As I've heard it, I don't want to say explained because it's trying to justify what she's doing. It's just a perspective given of, look, she's young and this is how she was. Unfortunately, this is the environment she grew up in, right?
Yeah.
Very much. Where was your family that first week in January?
Honestly.
And look, people can change. And I know it's been stated also that it's probably the national team, the US Federation and their PR managers and everybody else keeping her away from the media and keeping her away from making
Yeah.
any statements or anything like that, just because it's, look, we made a statement, we're going to leave it alone. The problem is
It's not something
it's
that
not
you
good
can leave
enough,
alone.
and making more statements or showing that work. Look, you're not going in, and believe me, I'm as pissed off to have this be a representation of the US and life in general, but do the fucking hard work.
Yeah.
Right? One statement is not going to fix things. A second statement next week, tomorrow, yesterday
Yeah.
isn't going to fix it. It's gonna take work. And who needs to do that work? She does. Having everybody, telling everybody to meet her in the middle, or to, what were you saying? What was the phrase that they said?
To come around.
To come around. That is such a fucking slap in the face. It's not at all. If someone came to your home and fucked shit up, and they said, oh, you just got to come around to being okay with this. No, this affects my livelihood. This affects me beyond this one incident.
Yeah.
And her actions and her comments, whatever innocent they might have been by a double tap on a screen, they mean things. And
much bigger impact.
And you're wearing a crest that is much bigger than a double tap on a screen, right?
Yeah.
That crest, for all the bullshit that it does represent in what we live in right now, the ideal that it represents is there, and her being against that. And so all in all, it's, look, Korbin, it's going to be hard. And there is no magic one response for you to give to make everybody feel better. You're going to have to show the work.
And there's a reason why number 15 was taken away from you. And there's a reason why number 5 was taken away from you.
So do better. And the different lived experiences that we've had, and I completely empathize with everything you're coming from. And like we said, to start off this little heavy segment of that, both emotions can exist, right? We can still be excited. We can still bleed red, white, and blue for this team. And we can still be pissed off.
Yep.
And hold her accountable to the bullshit.
Yeah. Like, I look at the team and I want Alyssa Nair to win gold because she got hurt in the last Olympics. Like, I look at the team and I'm like, hell yeah, Tierna Davidson. And the rest of the team, I'm like, Casey Kruger, yeah. I go through the older players and I'm like, yes. And as they get younger and younger, what do you stand for? Because not to say that you should just like ice out your teammates, but sometimes make the point. But that's it. I can't talk about this anymore.
But on a brighter note, we bleed red, white, and blue for a lot of other sports. We've got shot put, we've got rugby, we've
track
got
and field starts next week, guys. So I'll be in a much better place.
Gymnastics, or the way my daughter says it right now, gymnastics. She can't.
Gymnastics sounds great. That's when you go to the gym and you lay on the big cushy pads and you take a nap. That's gymnastics.
We do that thing where we're like, okay, gym, nas, dicks. Okay, now say it, gymnastics. Gymnastics. Like, I
love that. Gymnastics, just save the episode, save the night.
Before she went into kindergarten, she had a lot of kids have a problem with saying yellow. Like, right. she said lello. And we would do the whole sounding it out, yeah, low. And she would do, yeah, low. And then we're like, all right, now say it. And she's lello. We're just like, okay.
And it's hard because it's so freaking cute. Like, it's adorable. Speech impediments, especially for little kids, or like when you haven't learned how to use your mouth the right way to say the word. It's adorable.
Yeah. And like most of these things figure themselves out. Honestly, week 1 of kindergarten, for some reason, she just automatically went, oh yeah, look at that yellow crayon. And we're like, what? And
Who do you
then
think you are?
we were both amazed and also heartbroken that we would never hear Lello anymore.
Exactly. It's that meme of this was the last time. This is the
Yeah.
last time you heard Lello,
Yeah.
but you didn't know. Yeah.
All right, so we've got USA and Japan, first game, 6 a.m. I think that's going to be a pretty intense match.
Yeah.
All of them making it out of the groups. It's probably going to be a pretty good setup. So we'll see what happens with that one. Second match, Spain and Colombia. Who do you think? Who do you think's moving on?
I think Spain takes it because of their. Okay, real quick. I think the U.S. is going to beat Japan.
Okay.
Because they're feeling it. They're ready to go. Because they know how to win on a big stage. And they have a little more experience than Colombia does. They're a lot younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
Colombia's last match today, which was against Canada. No, was it Canada? No. Who was it against?
it was Canada.
It was Canada, right?
I think so.
Everything's blurring together. But Colombia's last match.
Feels like World Cup again.
Yeah. They showed how young they were.
Yeah.
And so Canada was on the bubble, right? Because they were the third place team. But
they really weren't.
But they really weren't. Yeah. But because of their win, Colombia actually moved down to third place. And so they were the ones on the bubble. And they were just lucky that their goal differential wasn't as bad, or else they would have been. It gets all
the
wonky,
permutations, man.
Yeah. But I think, I do agree. Spain's going to take that one. Canada, Germany.
Canada is pissed.
Yeah. Canada's playing with the fury.
And
that's like.
Yeah, they are hell-bent on winning. But I'm hoping Germany takes them out, because if they win, then we play them in the next round, and I don't want to deal with that. Because it's always us versus Canada in the semifinals, like always.
I will say, and I said this briefly in the last episode, but unfortunately, this entire run is going to be Canada with an asterisk. You know, it's like,
and it wouldn't surprise me if they medal and it gets rescinded.
It's like the Barry Bonds of it all, right? Like it's like the Barry Bond home run asterisk. It's
how many of those don't count?
Yeah, unfortunate for Canada. I do think they're gonna win, but yeah. And France, Brazil. My brain is going France. My heart's going Brazil.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. It's hard to beat a home team on their homeland in a big major tournament, regardless of sport.
Yeah. So
home field advantage is different.
If you're listening to this, comment. Let us know who you think is making out of these knockout stages, or you know, come on over and join the Discord and
please
comment there. We also have polls going on and stuff like that, so you can just click and vote.
Super easy, super fun. Everybody's real cool.
But yeah, that's our quick and dirty preview for the quarterfinals. Everything's moving so fast. We can't really go super in depth the way we did with the group stages, because ain't nobody got time.
Too much. Yeah,
Plus,
go listen to the group stages if you need to know more about these teams.
I'm also watching more Olympics too, so I ain't got time to.
There's other sports. There's so many things to watch. Katie Ledecky's gonna break another record. You want to miss that? No.
I was watching. It annoys me that it's canoeing, and it might be the proper term, but kayaking. I was watching women's kayaking.
Yeah. Oh, intense!
Did you see it? 17-year-old U.S. won bronze. And it was like the first medal that in 20 years that the U.S. has.
Yeah, and she was not supposed to win.
No, she wasn't. She was
at all.
She was the first one to go on the final run, which meant that she would rank the lowest go into the final run.
Women were getting disqualified because they were hitting the things that you weren't supposed to hit. They got swept away by the current. This Olympics has been more dramatic, I think, than the last couple, both summer and winter, when it comes to scored events. Not even scored, every event. Honestly, like women's sevens, the rugby tournament was insane. Everybody was like, oh yeah, it's going to be Australia, New Zealand in the final. Nuh-uh. No.
Yeah.
New Zealand won, which everybody was expecting anyway, but still, that's bonkers. We medal in rugby. We get our first men's gymnastics medal in 16 years because of a nerdy boy from Massachusetts who can pommel. I saw a tweet that he pommeled the F out of that horse. Such a beautiful routine, but it was like, who are you? Like I forget men's gymnastics exists.
He pulled off those glasses and he was squinting so hard. Did
has
he even
a
see the pommel?
condition. Probably not. He has a weird eye condition thing where it distorts his vision, and he got to meet a kid at the games who has the same issue. It's 1 in 120,000 people or something like that. Like some crazy low percentage of folks have this eye disorder. But no, like big crazy things. I just saw before we started recording, Guatemala got their first medal ever.
Really?
I think in like clay shooting. I don't know what it's actually called. Trap shooting, something like that.
Trap shooting. Yeah.
Yeah. So like a gold medal is your first medal, and it's a woman. Hell yeah. Yes.
Okay. And also, I need to go back and I need to find Snoop Dogg commentary on whatever he's been doing.
Oh, it's so good.
Because
he's so happy.
He is. Did you? Okay. Last thing was we wrap all this up because we're just going to keep going about the Olympics. Sorry, folks.
I know. It's so good. Shenanisode.
Shenana ending. Yeah. Did you see? Okay. I posted up reposted a thing that I thought was hilarious because it was like, is the Olympics like Disneyland? And it was like, they have food, they have pin trading, they have this, they have long lines, they have rides.
Have you seen Snoop's pins?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He made his own custom pins, and it's him blowing out the Olympic rings. It's just, that's sick. It's awesome. I'm like,
it's a beautiful pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on pin trading, Olympic TikTok, rugby TikTok. Like my TikTok is no longer anything it was a week ago. It is completely just Olympics. I'm just crying constantly. The haka's all over the place. It's just beautiful. Sport. This is the epitome of sport that just makes me cry about everything. So with that said, close us out, Mario.
Yes.
We're done here.
We're done for today.
So let's see. It's 10:45. The Olympics are on live in 15 minutes. So you want to get crazy.
If you've listened so far, you've probably liked what you hear. So remember to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening to. If someone sent you this episode and you need to find yourself a good old pod link to subscribe to, check out casualfc.com. All pod links will be there. And best ways to support the pod, all spectrum from free to give me my money. Share, like, comment on a post. I think that's the most we can ask from anybody is like just engagement. Play with the algorithm. It'll play back with you. It'll show you cool stuff if you like our stuff. Help support the pod by also buying some merch. We have some fun, silly ideas. A lot of those are becoming stickers. Hopefully, I'm still working with the vendor trying to make sure that I get them, but we will have new stickers for sure at the watch party. How many will be a question, but we will have new ones. And the final way, if you feel so inclined and you don't need extra crap at your house that has our brand on it, but you do want to help us out, go ahead and support the pod by buying us a coffee. Check out our link on all our socials or go to buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. With that being said, casualfcpod is also our handle on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok. We started a Discord that we've been talking about throughout this episode.
You should join it. It's so much fun.
So check out our link tree on our bio if you want the link there, or just DM us. We'll send you the link directly. It doesn't matter. We're always easiest for you.
Pictures of cats and dogs.
Yes.
There's pets. There's toe beans. There's dogs. There's
haiku robots.
Stuff. Yeah, there's haikus. It's a good time. Come hang out.
All right. And lastly, tell a friend about the pod. It brings us good luck, and we bank all that good luck and send it off to where it's needed. And it's been working for Let's Get Weird season.
Christen Press's knee, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
We did that. Which, Mario, can you tell people how many times this podcast has been downloaded? Roughly, give or take?
We have crossed the 7,200 downloads mark, which for us, starting this thing on half of a whim, and just being
wing
like
and a prayer.
Yeah. And honestly, we say this all the time and we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for listening. It means so much that you do. And the community that's being built up around it, like it's fun. And we have day jobs, and we
Yep.
do, but because it's so fun, we record this at coming up 11 o'clock at night every week to do a match preview because we have fun with it, and the community that has developed and comments and sends us messages to read on air. It's been amazing. So thank you.
Thanks for making it worth it.
And here's to more episodes.
Yay,
See
we'll
ya,
talk
everyone.
to you soon.
Bye.